Have you ever forgotten someone you swore existed? Not because time passed, but because something erased them from the world. This is the story of two childhood best friends. Emily and Sofia had been best friends since childhood. No matter what happened, they always found each other again. When they were children, they buried a small, rusted metal box deep in the woods. Inside was a handwritten promise. Whoever dies first, wait for the other. It was only a game. Years passed, and they forgot where they buried it. Then Sofia was diagnosed with a rare illness. Doctors gave her only weeks to live. Emily stayed by her side until one rainy night, when the heart monitor gave one long, endless tone. Sofia was gone. 3 days later, they buried her beneath a gray sky. Emily couldn't bear to watch the coffin disappear. That night, 3 slow knocks echoed through her apartment. She opened the door. No one was there, only wet footprints leading inside. They stopped in front of her bedroom mirror. The reflection smiled. Emily hadn't. The next morning, her phone buzzed. A text from Sofia. "I'm still waiting." Emily blocked the number. Another message arrived, this time from her own phone. "You promised." Soon every mirror reflected a soaked woman standing behind her. Whenever Emily turned around, no one was there. Then stranger things began happening. Every morning, 2 coffee cups sat on the table, though she remembered making only one. A second toothbrush was always wet. Neighbors smiled and asked, "How's Sofia?" Emily turned. She was always alone. She stopped sleeping, changed apartments, changed jobs, bought a new phone. Nothing stopped the messages. "I'm getting tired." "Why aren't you coming?" Desperate, Emily visited Sofia's grave. The cemetery caretaker frowned. "There isn't anyone buried there." Emily laughed. "I attended the funeral." The old man slowly shook his head. "No funeral has happened here for months." He showed her every burial record. There was no Sofia. Panicking, Emily rushed to Sofia's childhood home. A different family answered. They had lived there for over 20 years. They had never heard that name. She searched old photographs. Every picture that once showed Sofia now showed only Emily, standing alone. Doctors blamed stress. Emily almost believed them, until she woke one morning unable to remember her own face. Every mirror reflected a different woman. Security cameras showed someone else walking in her place. Strangers greeted her by names she'd never heard. Someone was stealing her memories, one by one. While cleaning her late grandmother's attic, Emily found the rusted metal box they had buried as children. Inside was a single sheet of paper. The handwriting belonged to neither of them. It read, "Thank you for giving me 2 names." Below it were hundreds of crossed-out names, people who no longer existed. At the bottom remained only one, Emily Carter. As she stared, another sentence slowly appeared. "I've been waiting since the first person learned to remember." Then her name began fading, letter by letter, along with every memory she had ever owned. 3 days later, police entered her house after neighbors reported hearing someone crying inside. They found dinner still warm, a phone charging, a television still playing, and 2 cups of coffee, one untouched. The lead detective's body camera showed him speaking to someone throughout the investigation, laughing, listening, holding doors open. The problem: no one ever appeared in the recording. He resigned weeks later. For the rest of his life, he repeated only one sentence: "I can't remember who I lost, but I know they're still waiting for me."